So we want to talk about routines. Now when we talk about routines, generally speaking, most people have a nighttime routine and they have a morning routine. Now before you can get into having a good morning routine, you need to look at the night before. Because if you don't have a good nighttime routine, which I'm going to do a separate video on, you're not going to have the energy, you're not going to have the will, you're not going to have the drive to do your morning routine, okay? I think morning routines are fantastic. I think you're able to set your day up how you want to. You're able to take ownership straight away in the morning. It's something that we've added into our own day, and it has been an absolute game changer, to say the very least. Mindset, productivity, everything else throughout the whole day has just been so different since we've done this. So if you don't do this already, I would recommend definitely giving it a go. Just take a few minutes at the start and then build on it from there, okay? So when we talk about morning routines, you might be going, I don't have a morning routine. I get up out of bed in the morning and I'm straight into work clothes and then I'm out the door to work, or else I'm online to Zoom sessions, or I'm getting the kids ready for school. And you can kind of see how already you're straight away, you're waking up, you're getting ready and you're out the door and you're not taking any time for yourself. And then we all know how the day goes. You know, you get stuck in work, you leave work late, you get an email last minute, you're on the way home, you have to collect the kids, you have to go training yourself, you're going to the gym, whatever. You've got all of these things and it's so busy and so stressful and you need to be places, and then all of a sudden it's night time and you just do it again until the weekend. So we want to be able to take ownership of our day. We want to make sure that you've got time for yourself to just relax and just take your time, take some thinking time, take some planning time or whatever, okay? So what is your current routine is the first question I want you to ask. So you can stop the video if you want and write it down, or you can kind of think about it after. So what is your current routine? Do you have one? If you have one, what do you do? So as I said, it's a chance to set your day up right. So if you have a busy job, or say a busy life with kids, say you may stay at home, you might have a busy day every single day of the week. So this morning routine is just an opportunity in the morning time to be able to take 15, 20 minutes, an hour to yourself to get your own things done. Look after yourself. As they say on the plane, you need to fix your own oxygen mask first before you can help anyone else. This is crucial. So it's your time, and that's crucial. That's why I've underlined it. It's your time. Time you're taking back for you, and it's how you're going to look after yourself essentially. So I've just given some examples of what people do, and I'll highlight what I do myself, and then you can kind of come up with your own ideas then as well. Right? So some people do grounding. Grounding is essentially when you just step outside into nature. Sunlight exposure, especially for us living in Ireland, is massive. We don't really get the sun for probably 9 months of the year really. So grounding is huge, and especially if you can get some sunlight exposure. So they say forehead and forearm sunlight exposure in the morning, and grounding is essentially you get into your bare feet, step outside onto the grass, have your coffee, spend 10 to 15 minutes outside just in nature, and it's supposed to make you feel fantastic. I don't do it myself. It's something that I would like to do eventually, but my morning routine at the moment just doesn't allow it. So, but anyway, that's grounding. Journaling is something that I do myself. Essentially, it's just writing down anything you're grateful for, planning your day, just writing into your diary, getting the thoughts out of your head onto the page. What do you plan on doing? Where could you learn from the day before, or how are you going to approach the day, and so on. This has been a game changer for me. I'd recommend this to anybody. So if you're not doing journaling at the moment, it sounds very wishy-washy. That was my opinion on it at the start, but once you get into it, it's amazing. So then the next thing is planning. So have a structure to your day. Plan your day. How are you going to do X activity, or what time are you going to do that activity at? What time is it going to finish it at? There's Parkinson's law, if you've not heard it, and it's basically if you set a time limit on a task, it's going to fill that amount of time. So if you set a task, it could be getting back to emails, and you set 2 hours aside for it, it's going to fill those 2 hours. Whereas if you set 15, 20 minutes, you're going to get it done in 15, 20 minutes. So plan your day. Buy back your time. Plan your day. You could get outside for a walk. Again, this is something that we do every day. Sometimes it doesn't allow for us to do it first thing in the morning, but we definitely get a walk in every single day. Again, it could range from 15 minutes, could range to an hour, depends on what we have on that day. But it's just getting time back for yourself, getting outside, and it's a minimum target. So we're all about activity, getting the body moving, getting the blood flow going. That minimum target, that minimum walk, whatever it is, 15, 20 minutes, maybe an hour, is just a minimum amount of activity that we can get into every single week. And then the last thing, it could be coffee and read. That's how you could start. I have a coffee every single morning. I do my journal, and then I generally go to the gym. and then I do my walk. That's generally my morning routine. So you could start with just a coffee, cup of tea, whatever it is, sit down, peace and quiet, and then the whole house wakes up then half an hour or whatever later. So look, with the morning routine, it's up to you to make sure you set aside the time to do this. This will add so much value to your life if you can take this time for yourself. So yeah, just work it into your day whatever way you can. If it means you have to get up an hour earlier or 15-20 minutes earlier to get it in, definitely add it in.